Isaiah 40.
Isaiah 49:5. And now saith the Lord that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him.
To do what?
To bring Jacob again to him.
To bring our brothers back into remembrance of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eye of the Lord, and my power shall be my strength.
Verse 6.
And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob.
So it's a light thing. It really ain't shit. I mean, it really ain't nothing to do what I wanted to do.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's a light thing that thou should be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the perverse of Israel.
Restore the perverse,
preserve of Israel.
Yeah.
There's a remnant.
Okay. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Let me read
jump.
Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorred, to a servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise. The princes also shall worship, because of the Lord that is faithful and Holy One of Israel.
Now, key, what is key? Who is the verse speaking to? Is it speaking about the Lord, or is it speaking about this man he chose?
This man that he chose.
So read read verse 7 from the top again.
Thus saith the Lord, the Redeemer of Israel.
He's the Lord saying this.
And his Holy One. To him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorred.
Same thing they did.
They said, man gonna hate you.
To a servant of rulers.
To a servant of rulers. Keep going.
Kings shall see and arise. Princes shall also worship, because of the Lord that is faithful. And the Holy One of Israel he shall choose.
And he shall choose.
So back when we was in 1 Corinthians, and he said the base things, the ones that despise.
The ones that are like John 15 and 10 say, the love of my Father is to walk in his commandments like I have walked in his commandment.
I want you to read verse 9. No, I'm sorry. 14 and 15. 9, 14 and 15.
Isaiah 9.
No, stay in 49. Read verse 9.
14 and 15.
And 14.
Verse 14, Isaiah 49 and 14. But Zion said, the Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that should not have compassion on the son of her womb? They may forget, yet I will not forget thee.
So the Lord ain't going to forget us. The Lord ain't going to forget who he chose. It may seem like you're calling right now. You may be going through it. You know what I'm saying? The devil may be working on your ass, bringing you down. But we still supposed to try to maintain through faith. Because once again, it's the grace that the Lord bestowed upon us to bring us back in remembrance of who we are, so we can withstand the elements of this world, not falling back into the ways of the Gentile, not falling back into the elements of the world. I'm gonna just end it on being called by this grace, having this grace that's being bestowed upon us. You know what I'm saying? Because like we said before, it ain't the scripture said before, it ain't nothing that we did to be called by the Lord. That's why when you read about Paul always spoke about the grace. The law ain't gonna save you, but if you try to maintain the law to your best of your ability, the Most High gonna consider those things, because you at least try to rehearse the righteous acts. But it's all about that grace. So when you pass that grace on to another brother, you ain't condemning them with your inward thoughts, because they ain't picking up the scriptures fast like another brother maybe, right?
Matter of fact, I got a precept for you.
Don't say that again. Say that again, what you just said.
Which part?
The last part. You ain't get mad at it.
You ain't get mad if another brother ain't picking up the scriptures as fast as another brother. You ain't getting mad, because it's all about that grace.
If that's the case, then I guess everybody would have to be on the same knowledge and level as everybody.
Right.
I guess that's why when we went to the carnal schools all this time, and people made A's and some made C, D, and E, they wasn't just
They still was passing, but it was just on different levels.
Different levels,
right?
of understanding.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the brother Yashamat because he cut him with this scripture, and being that the brother just said this, we're gonna cut you with this scripture again. This is 1 Corinthians 12 and 19. And if they were all one member, where were the body? But now are there many members, yet but one body. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee.
Oh, what?
And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of thee. Nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. And those members of the body which we think to be less honorable,
Which what?
which we think to be less honorable,
So the ones that ain't picked up on it, just like the other ones did.
upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our uncomely parts have more abundant comeliness. For our comely parts have no need, but Yahweh had tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacketh.
To that part was lacking. He get the more honor. Go ahead.
That there be no schism in the body, and that's what the brother said about glorying. And ain't nobody, no man gonna be able to glory above another, right?
Right.
So you ain't gonna have no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another.
That was it.
Yeah.
Give me 1 Peter 5 and 10, and we're gonna read.
Grace.
If y'all got any other scriptures on the grace, you can go ahead. But I only got a couple. So
Grace.
read what grace is, right?
Grace is likewise without.
Likewise without equivocation.
Equivocation identified as the medium.
Equivocation meaning it don't change. Ain't no maybe today or maybe tomorrow. It don't change. It's always the same.
So grace is likewise without equivocation identified as the medium or instrument.
The medium.
So good, bad. Oh, hold on. You a sinner. You've been doing wrong. You a sinner. You've been doing wrong all your life, right?
Yeah.
You've been wicked, however you want to put it. But here come what now?
The medium or instrument.
The tool that I'm going to use to have mercy upon you.
Right.
The grace. Go ahead.
Through which Yahweh has effected the salvation of all believers.
So what now? The salvation?
Yeah.
Effected the salvation of all believers. So that grace is that's what he got upon us. That's what it's going to take to have for he could be upon you. His grace and his mercy.
Grace is also regarded as the sustaining influence enabling the believer to preserve in the Christian life.
So when it all boils down, it's all about that grace that he put upon us. And
Right.
that we never did. It's just about that grace that he had for us.
Yep.
Whatever.
So it says in James chapter 1, verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, in being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. If any man among you seem to be religious, upbraideth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion.
So you just come out and say anything. You just come out your mouth and say anything.
And then try
Keep going.
Go ahead.
Let me read that again. If any man among you seemeth to be religious, and brideth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is in vain.
In vain.
For pure religion and undefiled before God
I got a precept.
and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless.
To do what?
To visit the fatherless.
Keep going.
Widows in their affliction.
Let's break. Wait, if this is charity, that means he is breaking down the scriptures. Keep going.
Widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world.
So he breaking down scriptures to a woman. I know you're gonna say no, so now you're gonna really have to tell me
Yes,
charity
sir.